Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll give you a 10 to 12 minute home office chair yoga that you can do while you're on any Zoom call. I don't know about you, but I sometimes catch myself having spent hours sat in front of the laptop, jumping from Zoom to Zoom to Zoom, and I'm not proud of it. If you're on a group call and don't have to speak, sometimes it's handy to turn off that video function and get a little movement in, and that's what these exercises are designed for. Stealth yoga while on Zoom calls. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Jaime at Enlightened Spoon. On this channel, you'll get yoga and meditation practices just like today's, and other times you'll get nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle tips, all tools to help you stress less yet accomplish more. So hit that like button and consider subscribing if you want more like this. You might also find this previous bedtime yoga helpful to wind down if you've been having trouble falling asleep recently. So save both these videos for when you need them. If you're brand new to yoga or have been doing more home yoga recently, #pandemic, you might find my next video on yoga mats helpful too. I recommend and review 3 different yoga mats and which ones you might consider investing in. Subscribe and hit that bell next to it so you're notified when it drops. Okay, let's get down to it. Okay, so I'm in my office clothes right now. These look like office pants, but they're really joggers. They're like jersey material. Okay, so sitting on your office chair or your dining chair, if you have an office chair at home, lucky you, what you want to do is lower the height of your chair so that your feet are able to be flat on the floor and your knees are at 90-degree angles to the floor as well. So if I look at you this way, your knees are not so high up and they're not too low down. You want to be just nice like Goldilocks. Okay, so to keep your feet hip width apart and parallel towards each other. Now starting with some neck rolls. So you can do these exercises in any order that you want. And you can do these on any Zoom call. Might look a bit weird if your video is on, so you can also turn off the video if you don't need to be talking. But some of these neck rolls, what you want to do is to go really slow, and usually right about this point is when you start to feel the stretch going down the side of your neck and the top of your shoulders, and that's where you want to hang on for a little bit just to stretch them out. And then especially when you go all the way to the back, feeling into those tight, juicy spots. Now changing direction with the neck rolls in the opposite direction. And just go really slow. Oftentimes when we're at our computers, we're hunched over, our shoulders are over, our neck's bent down. So really think of opening up the whole neck and the shoulder area. One last neck roll. Beautiful. Now dropping the right ear over to the right shoulder, exhaling into that stretch. Beautiful, inhale back to center, dropping the left ear over to the left shoulder. Feel that stretch going down the right side of the neck and the top of the shoulder. If it's helpful, you might want to also pull the head away from you. Maybe even going diagonally down with the head so you get more of a stretch onto the back side of the neck. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Same thing one more time on the right side. Pulling and stretching if that feels good. Maybe turning the head down to face the floor so you get more of a stretch onto the back side of the neck as well. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. One last stretch over to the left. Inhale back to center. That feels good, doesn't it? Now, shoulder shrugs. Rolling the shoulders away. Go slowly and feeling into where you might need to go a little bit more slower into those juicy, tight spots. And then shoulder shrugs in the other direction. Ooh, that's where I feel it in my shoulders. Great, now inhale, hands forwards, and exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If that doesn't feel so good for you, maybe you want to place the hands up this way. So inhale, back to center, and exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Ooh, beautiful. Inhale, looking up to the fingertips, And as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now this time, think of it as a back bend. So rising the heart up to the sky, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Oh, that feels good. Inhale one more time, looking up to the fingers, to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Draw the elbows down, squeeze shoulder blades together, lift the heart up to the sky, lift the chin up to the sky, drop the head back. Few breaths here. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Inhale back to center. Beautiful. Just a couple of shrugs to the back, to the front. Check in with how you might be feeling. Now looking towards the right shoulder and then looking towards the left shoulder. Just really freeing up that neck. A few more times looking over onto each side. Beautiful, back to center. Now, let's do a short little twist. So as you exhale, right hand reaches over to the left side of your chair. And then you want to bring your other left hand out to this side, grabbing the other side of your chair. Now, as you exhale, twist and turn to look over the left shoulder. Now, what tends to want to happen here is your knees are going to want to go to the left side along with you. But try to bring the knees over to the right side of your chair while you twist and turn to face over your left shoulder. So you're feeling a nice stretch in the upper back, twist in the upper back. Few breaths here. Beautiful, releasing, coming back to center. Just to even that out, shaking from side to side. Maybe closing your eyes and feeling into the differences between left side and right side. Great, now other side. So reaching the left hand round to grab the right side of the chair. Right arm reaches out round, grabbing the opposite side. As you exhale, twist. So same thing here, your knees are gonna wanna move over to the right to follow you, but don't pull them over to the left as you twist and look over your right shoulder. So you're getting an opening in the right shoulder, in your upper back, and you're twisting through as well. Few breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Ooh, that feels nice, doesn't it? Rolling the shoulders one more time. Great. Now, crossing the right arm over the left, hugging your shoulders. Now think of pulling the shoulder blades away from each other as you do this. If you're not feeling anything here and you're quite open, maybe you want to come into eagle arms, Garudasana. So right arm is over the left. Either the backs of your hands are facing each other or palms of the hands are facing each other. If that's too much for you, feel free to grab your shoulders as well, right? You're getting quite a big stretch here. So on the next inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. As you exhale, round the spine and pull the shoulder blades away from each other, maybe tucking the chin down a little bit slightly. If I look at you from the side, that's kind of what it looks like. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades away from each other. And if you're in eagle arms, you're doing the same thing here. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, pulling the shoulder blades away from each other, drawing the elbows down, and feel that stretch on the tops of your shoulders across the upper back. A few breaths here. And then maybe what you want to do now is on the inhale, lift the elbows up towards the sky, feel that stretch going through your shoulders a little bit higher. Beautiful, exhale, release. Shake the shoulders out, see how you feel. Now opposite side, so we did right over left, this time we're going to do left over right. Same thing here, grabbing opposite shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades away from each other around the spine just a little bit. Maybe you're in eagle arms. Same thing here. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, draw the elbows down. And really just exhaling into all of those tight spots and exhaling everything that doesn't need to be here. Beautiful. Now on the next inhale, rising the elbows up, 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 and getting a stretch in the shoulders in the opposite direction. Same thing here, even if you've got if you're grabbing your shoulders, lifting the elbows up. Keep the sitting bones rooted into the chair surface beneath you. Keep that long extension in your spine. And then exhale, release, shaking the shoulders out. Beautiful. Now, because we're sitting at our chair a lot when you're working from home, we want to get some movement into the hips as well at the same time, right? So right ankle over the left thigh. Keep that right foot flexed so you protect the right knee. And it's kind of like you're drawing a figure 4 with your legs. And then you should be feeling a nice glute stretch going on the right side. Inhale, lift and lengthen. If you want to take it deeper as you exhale, fold forwards. As you fold forwards, keep that right foot flexed. And just breathing into this. This is almost like a pigeon pose, but you're doing it on your chair. The more you can fold forward and bring your belly over your thighs, the deeper the stretch in your glute, in the right side, you should be feeling. If you want to do a shoulder stretch at the same time as well, the same thing as what we did with the eagle arms, right side over the left. Inhale, elbows up, and exhale, draw them over. So that's a nice stretch you can do at the same time as well. Of course, if you're on a Zoom call right now, you want to turn that video off. Now let's change sides. So left foot or left ankle over the right thigh. Keep that left foot flexed. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, reaching forwards. And getting a nice stretch in that left glute this time round. Deep belly breaths. So even if you're on a Zoom call and your computer is in front of you, you can still get a glute stretch in without anybody seeing what you're doing. Underneath the desk, you could be doing your glute stretch. Of course, if you want to add in the funky things like the forward folds or the eagle arms while you're here, then maybe do this with the video off. Yeah, I feel that left glute. Do you? Beautiful. Now releasing. If you want to take it a little deeper into the hips, if you have the Zoom video off, what you can also do is what we've been doing before is if you have a higher bar stool or a higher office chair, it's the same thing here. You can almost do that what we were doing earlier, but this time on the chair this way. So bending the left knee, flexing the left foot. It's a much deeper stretch this way. So really do this only if you're more limbered up. So that's the left side that I was doing. You can go ahead and do it on the other side as well with the right foot. So keep that right foot flexed as you go down and keeping the right shin parallel towards the side of the chair while you're doing this too. So it's important when you're doing this one that you ensure that your right foot is flexed, so you really protect that knee. And if this is too low for you, maybe do it on a higher bar chair, or maybe on the side of a sofa where it's higher, or maybe don't do this one. Maybe only do this one when you're sitting on your chair, because that's a lot easier. So there you go, a few little short, simple exercises designed to really kind of give you some movement through the neck, some movement through the shoulders, and a little bit of movement through the hips. Of course, when we're sitting on Zoom after Zoom, we're sitting quite a lot. You really want to try to get up and walk around and move around a little bit more. And if you can't, then at least when you're sitting at the Zoom, do some of those neck rolls, some of the shoulder stretches, and those hip stretches while you're at it as well. I hope you enjoyed that practice. So I hope you're all nicely limbered up now and ready to take on your next Zoom call. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and stay tuned for my next video where I recommend and review 3 different yoga mats and which ones you might consider investing in, especially if you're new to yoga. Check out these other videos for more nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle tips on how to flow through your busy life with more grace, ease, and flow, and I'll see you in the next one.